Inaabangan ngayong darating na linggo, ang pinag-uusap ang wedding of the year sa pagitan ng aktres na si Olive Concepcion, at ng sikat na business personality at hotelier na si Ian Sarmiento. Ito ay gaganapin sa ES Hotel mismo na pagmamay-ari ni Ian. Para sa karagdagang chika, narito ang ulat ni Ines Solis. Mommy, I'm sleepy na. Mula sa balitang pinapanood, ay nabaling ang atensyon ni Hana sa anak na naglalaro sa tabi niya. Naghihikab na ito at halos nakapikit na. Ang magaganda nitong mga mata, ay mas lalo pang pumungay. Napangiti si Rina bago binuhat si Alicia. Okay, let's get you to bed, my love. Maingat niya itong inilapag sa kama na nasa nag-iisang silid ng maliit niyang apartment. Kinumutan niya ito at hinalikan sa noo. Good night, mommy. I love you. I love you too, Eli. Good night. Hinintay niyang tuluyan itong makatulog, bago siya kumilos para patayin ang TV na naiwan niyang bukas sa sala. Tapos na ang balita tungkol kina Ian at Olive, Rina sighed. She was happy for her best friend, Olive. Pero natatakot din siya na sa pakikipag-isang dibdib nito kay Ian Sarmiento ay maisipan nitong bawiin ang anak na ibinigay nito sa kanya, 4 na taon na ang nakararaan. Alicia wasn't her child, she was Olive's daughter with Ian. Anak na hindi gusto ni Ian Sarmiento noon. He wanted Olive to get an ano. But Rina didn't want her friend to commit such a grave mistake. Ang ginawa niya, kinumbinse niya ito na ituloy ang pagbubuntis, at ibigay na lamang sa kanya ang sanggol pagkapanganak nito. Fortunately, Olive agreed. But because she was a rising actress then, hindi naging madali ang bigla ang exit nito sa show business. Ang rasong ibinigay nito noon, ay mag-aaral itong muli sa ibang bansa. Pero ang totoo, nagpunta lang sila sa malayong probinsya, para roon lihim na manganak si Olive. Ian, who was desperate not to have the child, agreed to a long-distance relationship. Rina gladly took the newborn Alicia, and became her mother and father, at the same time. Olive never showed herself again after giving birth to her baby. Bumalik ito sa limelight, like nothing happened in the first place, totally abandoning her child in the process. That was okay for Rina. She wouldn't have wanted it another way. Mabuti na rin yun para hindi magulo ang tahimik na buhay nila ni Alicia. She loves her so much. And though she planned on telling Alicia that she wasn't her mommy, she hoped it wouldn't be too soon. Wala siyang pinagsisisihan sa naging desisyon niya. She would forever thank God that Alicia came into her life. She completed her in a way no one else could, in a way no one else would. How could she ever forget when she was forced to move out from her very own home, when her father remarried? She was just 18 then. It's been tough for her. 5 years later, she had Alicia. And now 4 years after, she was completely happy having her own little girl calling her mommy. Pero ngayong ikakasal na sina Ian at Olive, hindi niya maiwasang mag-alala na isang araw ay kakatok sila sa pintuan niya, at kukunin ang anak na ayaw nila noon. Hindi niya mapapayagan iyon. Siya ang magulang ni Alicia. They never were. Pagkapatay sa TV ay naghanda na rin si Rina para matulog. She made sure the doors were locked before she went to lie beside Alicia. Pero halos kaihiga pa lamang niya, nang may marinig siyang sasakyan na tumigil sa tapat ng apartment niya. She glanced at the wall clock, and learned that it was already 10 o'clock in the evening. Umalis din agad ang sasakyan, kaya ipinagkibit-balikat na lang iyon ni Rina. Then she heard the knocks on her front door. She hesitantly got up. Who would visit her at that time of the night? The knocking on the door continued, and became impatient as she came closer. Who's there? Tanong niya, grabang a vase. The knocking stopped. Who's there? Ulit niya. Rina, the other person behind the door answered. Rina wished she didn't know that voice so well. It's me, Olive. Rina froze. She was just thinking about her friend showing on her doorsteps a while ago. Rina. It needed Rina to give her full strength to open the door. For a while, she even thought of not opening it at all, and pretend she wasn't Rina. Liv, she whispered nang mapagbuksan niya ito. Cool wind blew on her face, and she knew from Olive's point of view, She looked like she had just seen a ghost. "May I come in, Rina?" Panay ang tingin nito sa likuran nito, and she couldn't help but wonder why she looked so flustered. On her hands were two big bags like she had run away. "Yes." Niluwagan niya ang pagkakabukas ng pinto. "Of course. Thanks." Pumasok ito at agad na sinara ang pinto. "I'm sorry for crashing here." Para itong iiyak, while her both hands were on her mouth, already fighting a sob. "Liv, you know you are always welcome in my house," she said, a bit lying on that. Since Alicia came, she was no longer sure if she wanted Olive around. Ayaw niyang makilala ito ni Alicia, kahit paplano naman niyang sabihin sa bata na ito ang totoo nitong ina. "Tell me what happened." Nang buksan niya ang ilaw, nakita niya ang malaking pasa sa kaliwang mata nito, ni hindi na nga bukas leon. "It's Ian," umiiyak at nanginginig na umpisa nito, matapos niya itong paupuin. "Siya ba ang may gawa nito sa'yo?" Tanong niya, may bumangon na galit sa puso niya para sa ama ni Alicia. Olive just looked at her, stunned at first tapos tumango ito. "I thought you're getting married on Sunday. How could he do this to you, Liv?" Hindi ito sumagot. She continued crying like crazy. Balisang balisa ang hitsura nito. "Liv." She held her hands. "Tell me what happened." Rina, she looked into her eyes, tapos bibitaw like she was hesitating on telling her. "You know you can trust me, right?" She lowered her voice when she realized that Alicia was sleeping. "Rina, I'm pregnant." Pagtatapat nito, hindi naman siya nakasagot agad. Then it hit her. The last time she saw Olive as worried as that, was when she learned she was pregnant with Alicia. She had also run away from Ian, because he didn't want the baby. 5 years later, here was Olive again with the same baby problem. But had Ian gone physical this time? Was he that mad to hurt Olive? Ian knew and he wanted you to remove the baby again. Hula niya, galit na siya sa boyfriend nito. Heartless, that's what he was. "No," umiling ito. "It's nothing like that. In fact, he wants the baby." "Then what? Why did he hurt you?" "It's not his, Rina." She bowed her head, too afraid to meet her eyes. "He just found out and he was so mad at me. He had turned into a monster. He'd finish me, Rina. That's why I ran away." "Oh my," sambit niya. "Please, let me stay here. Just until Josh books us a ticket to London," she begged. "Who is Josh?" "My baby's father," she admitted, hiyang-hiya sa kanya. "I know what you're thinking. I'm not a slut, Rina. I've truly loved Ian. But I met Josh. It's him I love now. What about your wedding?" Suddenly gusto niya ring magalit kay Olive, for agreeing to marry Ian, and then be a runaway bride. Worst, would elope with someone else. "I'm sure Ian can handle it very well. But you won't tell me to come back and marry him, right, Rina?" She stopped when she didn't answer. "Rina, he'd finish me. Why did you even agree to marry him, if you no longer love him? You must understand, this wedding thing's already 1 year in the making. I've only met Josh 6 months ago. Don't look at me like that, Rina. When you meet the right person, you will know." She rolled her eyes. Olive said it like she's not worried at all, sa magiging epekto ng pagtalikod nito sa kasal nito. As usual, she's going for her escape, and will leave Ian to fix the mess. Not that she felt sorry for Ian. She didn't even know him other than Olive's heartless boyfriend, the crazy man who wanted Alicia removed, and the man behind the country's most successful hotel brand. "I love Josh," Olive continued. "I can see that. Did Ian know?" "I told him." "Oh, Mommy." Sabay silang napalingon ni Olive sa likod nila. Nasa may bakana ng silid si Alicia, habang kinukusot-kusot ang mga mata nito. And just like that, it happened. The most dreaded time of her life, when she had to tell Alicia about her mother. "Mommy." Lumapit sa kanya si Alicia, but her eyes were fixed on Olive. Napatingin siya kay Olive. Her friend was surprised, stunned even. Then she smiled at Alicia with tears in her eyes, when she realized who the little girl was. "Hi," Olive said. "Alicia," sabi niya. But it was more to remind Olive of her daughter's name. "I'm sorry baby." Binuhat niya ito at iniupo sa kandungan niya, directly facing Olive. "Ang laki na niya," ani Olive na umiiyak. "Go ahead Liv. You can hug her." She smiled kahit sa puso niya ayaw niya sa tagpong iyon. What if Olive changes her mind, tapos kunin na nito si Alicia? Makakaya niya ba iyon? "Hi, Alicia." Olive didn't move. "I'm Tita Olive." Hindi malaman ni Rina kung matutuwa siya sa pakilala nitong Tita Olive. At least she spared her the trouble of telling the young fellow about her real mother at the moment. "Hello," was Alicia's short reply in between yawns. "I see you're still sleepy. Want me to put you back in the bed?" Marahang tanong ni Olive sa anak nito. "No, I want my mommy." Olive smiled at Rina. A bit hurt, she knew pero hindi na nito isinatinig iyon. "Be back." Tumayo siya para ibalik sa silid si Alicia at patulugin ulit. "Who's she mommy?" "My friend." She kissed her good night again. "Okay, please say good night to your friend for me." Pumikit na ulit ito. "I will, Eli." Kung alam lang ni Alicia na nagsisinungaling siya, baka hindi siya nito mapatawad. She just met her real mother, and Rina didn't tell her. A tear threatened its way down her cheek. She hoped Olive wouldn't take Alicia back. Ito lang ang mayroon siya. "Don't worry Rina. I don't intend to tell Alicia that I'm her mother." Olive assured her when she returned to her, parang nabasa nito ang isip niya, para ibigay sa kanya ang assurance na yun. "Are you sure?" Hindi niya itinago ang takot. "Of course. You are my friend Rina. Besides, you played that mommy role very well, when I was too coward to even think of the idea." "Thank you Liv." She hugged her friend. That was what she needed to hear. Na-appreciate ni Olive ang ginawa niyang pagpapalaki sa anak nito. Sana lang maging sapat iyon, para hindi nito bawiin si Alicia. "Magpahinga ka muna, Liv." "Salamat Rina. What's your name?" Sabay na napalingon sina Olive at Rina sa tanong ni Alicia sa una. They were having breakfast, and the moment they sought to eat, Alicia never once tore her gaze from Olive. "I'm your Tita Olive." Olive smiled at her daughter. "I told you last night, don't you remember? You were here last night." Umakto itong nag-iisip by putting one finger on her right temple. "I don't remember." "Because you were too sleepy Eli," sagot ni Rina. "Why do you have black eye?" Tanong ulit ng bata. Nagkatinginan sila. Of course they couldn't tell the child, na kagagawa niyo ng ama nito. So instead, Olive told her an answer, that was way too far from the truth. "I slipped and hit my eye." "Oh, does it hurt?" May bahid ng genuine concern ang mukha ni Alicia. "Not anymore." Olive smiled and that satisfied the little girl. Okay, she resumed eating. Rina and Olive continued catching up. Too careful na hindi makabanggit ng kahit na ano, tungkol sa pagkatao ni Alicia. Don't let Ian see her. Tapos na silang kumain. Rina was doing the dishes nang lapitan siya ni Olive. She looks so much like him. Like his female version actually. He doesn't know about her, right? Nag-aalalang tumingin siya sa kaibigan. Kakaiba rin ang kabang bumangon sa dibdib niya, at the mention of Alicia's father. Yes. But I'm positive that once he sees her, and connect the dots, he'll know. Be careful Rina. He's a dangerous man, she warned. Well, he won't see her. Pagpapatatag niya sa sarili. It's not like she and Ian already met before. Her friendship with Olive just lies in the background. Magkababata sila. Became good friends when they went to school together, developed a one-of-a-kind bond, when they attended high school. But were separated when Olive started her career in showbiz. Noong palayasin siya ng kanyang ama, it was Olive who helped her. Malaki ang utang na loob niya sa kaibigan, that when she got pregnant with Alicia, Rina couldn't just watch her commit the sin of having her own child removed. By the way, Josh will pick me up tomorrow. I don't know if I'll see you again or Alicia. Sigurado ka na ba sa desisyon mo? They sat in the living room. Alicia on the other hand was busy with her dolls. I've never been sure in my entire life. She smiled. Thank you, Rina, for everything and for taking care of Alicia. You've done a great job in raising her. She's a wonderful girl. Thanks, Olive. I just hope we'll see each other again. Hindi ko pwedeng itago kay Alicia ang totoong pagkatao niya. She will hate me if I'll let her live a lie. So I hope you're here when I'll tell her the truth. That would mean so much to her. I appreciate that you still intend na ipakilala ako sa kanya. Olive held her hand, but I'm not really sure about coming back. Hindi alam ni Josh ang tungkol sa anak ko. Rina realized how Olive's life was such a mess. Taliwas sa kasikatan at karangyaang iniaalok ng show business, napakagulo ng buhay ni Olive. She was so scared and full of secrets. Still, I'll tell Alicia about you. Thanks, Rina. You're the only right thing in my life. You've helped me a lot live. And know that I'll always be here for you. They spent the rest of the day trying to make out the best of it. Nakipag-bonding si Olive sa anak, without Alicia having the slightest idea about her mother. The next day, Josh picked up Olive. They bid each other goodbye. Bye, Eli. Behave, okay. Hinatid niya sa preschool nito si Alicia. Remember, kay Ate Yoli ka lang sasama pa uwi, okay. Tukoy niya sa nag-aalaga sa anak, habang nasa trabaho siya. Yes, mommy. I love you. I love you too. She kissed her bago umalis. Monday kaya kailangan niyang makarating agad sa opisina. Well, being a college undergrad, assistant pa rin siya hanggang ngayon. She was just lucky na may tumanggap pa rin sa kanya, despite her having no college diploma. Executive assistant siya for almost 10 years na. That long service already earned her the status of being the little boss. Paano kasi, siya lang naman ang nakatagal sa amo nilang ipinaglihi sa sama ng loob. Pagdating niya sa opisina, ay nagpulasan ang mga empleyado pabalik sa mga pwesto ng mga ito, mula sa kaninang kumpol-kumpol habang nagchichismisan. Good morning, Rina. Bati ni Mia. Ito ang pinaka-close niya, dahil halos sabay silang dumating noon sa opisina, mas matanda ito dahil 18 pa lang siya noon. Morning 2, aniyang sumalampak sa upuan niya. Nabalitaan mo na ba? Ang alin? She asked as she turned her desktop on. Hindi natuloy ang wedding of the year. Nino? Blankong tanong niya. Rina, Ian and Olive, remember. And the excuse was so lame, they needed to postpone raw, kasi may immediate commitment abroad si Olive. Ah, napatango lang siya. She totally forgot na kasal nga pala dapat nina Olive at Ian kahapon. Hindi na rin kasi nila napag-usapang magkaibigan ang tungkol doon. Imagine, kung ako si Olive, uunahin ko ang kasal ko. Ian Sarmiento is every girl's dream man. Choosy pa siya. That's their life, Mia. Apparently, no one knows Olive nor Ian the way she does. So she just kept her mouth shut. Hindi niya kailangang makipagtalo para may pagtanggol si Olive. Yeah, but what I'm saying is mali ang desisyon niya. Poor Ian. She did not answer. No wonder na kay Ian ang simpatiya ng mga tao. Olive left him to sort the mess. But her sympathy goes to her friend. Walang karapatan ang tulad ni Ian na saktan si Olive kahit pa nagloko ito. After all, she just fought for her true love. Ian nothing but a heartless jerk who once wanted her dear Alicia gone. Let's get to work, sabi na lang niya. Maaga ring dumating ang boss nila, kaya agad siyang nabisi sa trabaho. Pasado 11:00 na nang makatanggap siya ng tawag mula kay Ate Yoli. She sounded nervous, kaya kinabahan na rin siya. Uwian na ni Alicia kaya malamang ay iyon ang dahilan kaya ito napatawag. Rina, umiiyak na umpisa nito. Ano pong nangyari? Nasaan niyo na si Alicia? Kinakabahang tanong niya. Rina, huwag kang mabibigla, wala na si Alicia sa school, may ibang sumando sa kanya. Hindi siya makapaniwala, patakaran sa eskwelahan na magulang at mga taong rekomendado lang ng magulang, ang pwedeng sumando sa mga bata. Ate Yoli, sigurado po ba kayo? Pilit niyang kinakalma ang sarili, but to no avail. Alicia was missing. Sinundo raw siya ng daddy niya. What? Para siyang sinabugan ng paputok, that she felt numb for a moment. Natagpuan na lamang niya ang sarili, na nasa eskwelahan ni Alicia at nakikipagtalo sa admin. I'm sorry, Miss Rodriguez. But your husband came to fetch Alicia, paliwanag ng school administrator, nang sumugod siya roon para magwala. Husband, hindi siya makapaniwala. I'm not even married yet, Mrs. Ferrell. You gave my child to a complete stranger. Alicia is missing now, and it's because you didn't stick to your rules. Parents are allowed to fetch their children, kalmadong pahayag ng kausap niya. Oh please. Umiiyak na siya. For almost a year ako lang o si Ate Yuli ang sumusundo sa anak ko. I made it clear to you, the paper that I signed when I enrolled Alicia here. So don't give me that excuse. Alicia doesn't have a father. I'm sorry. I don't even know where Alicia is right now. Paano kung kidnapper yung sumando sa kanya? Paano kung Miss Rodriguez, we are sure that Ian Sarmiento is not a kidnapper, deklara ni Mrs. Ferrer. What? She felt her world crash. For a while akala niya matutambo siya sa pagkabila. Tama ba ang narinig niya? Ian Sarmiento was the one who fetched your daughter. You're kidding me? Imposible. Hindi maaari. How on earth did Ian learn about Alicia? Did he leave a number or anything? Nanginginig na tanong niya, after several seconds na tila naghang siya, while trying to process what she just heard. Actually, he did. May iniabot itong calling card sa kanya, na agad niyang hinablot at nagmamadaling umalis. She could feel her heart breaking. Paano nalaman ni Ian na anak nito si Alicia? No, how did he even know about her in the first place? Nanlalamig ang mga kamay na tiningnan niya ang calling card, at tumipas sa kanyang cellphone. She wasn't able to prepare for this moment, and she could feel her nerves shaking with every unanswered ring. Ian has Alicia, and that was enough to scare out of her. Would she see Alicia again? Oh please, don't take Eli away. Piping hiling niya habang para siyang pinapatay sa paghihintay na sagutin ni Ian ang tawag niya. Where's my daughter? She said in lieu of hello the moment the call was picked up. Hello to you too, Rina. The icy cold voice from the other line sent shiver down her spine. He mentioned her name in the most expressionless way possible. Hindi pa siya nagpapakilala, pero base sa reaksyon nito, he had been expecting her call. Where's Alicia? Nanginginig ang boses niya of anger, and undefined fear to the man who currently has her daughter. I beg you Mr. Sarmiento, give my daughter back. I don't know what your intention is, but please, don't take Alicia. Last time I checked, she's my daughter. He let out a cold laugh. Nakakainsulto. No, she's not. Please. She's already crying hard, she couldn't lose Alicia, or she would die. Ito na ba yung kinakatakutan niya? Na isang araw, kukunin sa kanya si Alicia ng tunay nitong mga magulang. Let's have a deal Rina, he said. What deal? I'll do anything. Right, kahit ano pa ang kondisyon nito, ibibigay niya basta lang ibalik nito ang anak niya. It's best to talk about it in person. He mentioned a place to her that seemed like a home address. So, I'll be waiting. You're bringing Alicia, right? Umaasang tanong niya. That's for me to decide sweetheart. He hung up. Her shoulders dropped. She couldn't help but worry. Is Alicia safe? Ian didn't want the child then. Anong dahilan kung bakit bigla itong nagka-interes sa bata? Pero hindi iyon ang tanong, paano nito nalaman ang tungkol kay Alicia, when the only other soul who knew about her existence was her real mother? Could it be that Olive told Ian? No, Rina, Olive is your friend. Yeah right, hindi gagawin ni Olive iyon sa kanya. Alam nito kung gaano kahalaga sa kanya si Alicia. She shook her head to push away the thought.